Welcome again to the Terns, presented by the Summer 2026 District K interns. My name is Olivia Gerling-Perez.
And I'm Cecilia Villalba-Reyes.
To introduce myself, I am a rising senior at the University of Houston studying political science with a minor in legal studies. I aspire to go to law school to become an attorney with a focus in healthcare law. I'm an intern for District K under Mayor Pro Tem Martha Casix-Tatum, and I am originally from Pearland.
And I'm a rising sophomore at Georgetown University, majoring in public policy with a minor in law, justice, and society. This summer, I'm interning for the Mayor Pro Tem Martha Casix-Tatum from District K, who is also my city council representative. Now, if we could have our guests introduce themselves, please start with your name, what school you go to, and what your major or interest is.
Okay. My name is Chloe Clear. I'm a rising sophomore at TSU. I study computer science, and I'm from Fresno, Texas.
Hi, my name is Gia White. I am a rising freshman at Prairie View A&M studying political science, and I'm from Tomball, Texas.
It's so nice to meet y'all. And so we are going to start in with a couple questions about your internship and what you're doing. So just to start, why did you choose this department?
Honestly, my first major was accounting. So let me just tell y'all where I work. I work for AOCC, which stands for Administrative Office of City Council. So basically, we're over the budget for City Council, all the bills, like the Comcast bills, so the TV, and you can use the phones, and, just et cetera, like stuff like that. I wanted to go into accounting, but, that's too much math for me, so I just went to computer science. But I still love the administrative side of things.
How do you think it connects to your major or interest? Like, do you think this will give you experience for your career later in life?
It definitely helps me a lot with like my public speaking. Yeah, because I'm usually at the front desk a lot, and I'm working with the constituents, so it definitely helps me a lot. And I'm majoring in political science, so I definitely will have to do a lot of public speaking. So this definitely helps me.
For me, I want to be the mayor one day. like y'all laughing, but I'm for real. I want to be the mayor one day. So I feel like me working behind the scenes and, seeing what actually gets the wheels turning, because people only see one thing. They see what you put out in front of them. They don't see the work behind the scenes. They don't see the budget. They don't see the meetings. They don't see all of that. So, just learning all of that, I feel like that's going to help me become the mayor one day.
Oh, don't forget us when you become famous.
Okay, so what does a typical day at work look like? What's a day in the life as a administrative intern?
So I usually get there around 6:30, 30 minutes before I clock in. I get there at 7. Wow. I see if anything just needs to be done. I just work on anything from like the previous day. Usually I'm in Excel inputting like data and stuff. And then usually around lunchtime, I will go cover for Miss Kanitra. She's the receptionist. I will go cover for her, and I'll check people into their meetings if they have any, if they have any questions, answer phone calls, and do stuff like that. And then I'd go back upstairs and just work on whatever needs to be done.
For me, I walk out through a day where it's council day. So every Wednesday is council, as y'all may know. Mm-hmm. We have to go behind chambers and refill the coffee. I know it sounds like nothing, but it's a big deal. So
Coffee keeps a lot of people alive.
Tell me about it. So we have to go behind the mayor's chambers, city council chambers, and chief of staff chambers. And we have to refill the coffee, the cups, make sure everything's clean, decent. So when everybody comes down, everything runs smoothly. I go back in the office. Usually they'll give me, since we're in the new budget year, which started, I have to go in and if they have projects that they want done, I have to input that so we could send it up to legal to get approved.
Are you guys working on any long-term projects during your internship this summer?
I think the budget is the biggest thing right now. Like, that's the newest hot thing we have, because it just started literally yesterday. Oh. So we have to, input projects because they already started rolling in, so we can see how much money that the districts have left over. So, I think that's a pretty big project to do.
Has your view of the city changed since the start of this internship? Like maybe the people or the government side of it?
I'll say yes, because looking behind the scenes, you understand things don't happen fast. Things are not easy to get. So I think it has changed my views, because it was like, yeah, you can ask me for something, but you can't get it the same day you ask me, because I have to go through all of these different steps in order to get this one little thing. So you want a trash can, I have to go through 15 people just to get you one little trash can. You might think I could just go pull it out of the storage. That's not how that works. So it has definitely changed my point of view. Just to give grace, honestly. Give grace and, let things work out in your favor.
Yes, I have to agree with that. I feel like people don't really see what happens, like, really behind the scenes. They just see what, like, the media puts out or what you hear from other people. But, like, these people work really hard. Like, they work really hard. I see them walking in and out of their office, talking to people, meetings every day. Like, they work really hard. So I wish people could see that side more than what just they see on the internet and stuff.
All right, y'all. So we're going to take a little brief intermission from the interview questions, and we are going to play a game of trivia. How many professional sports teams does Houston have, and can you name them?
Just give a number, actually.
Okay, I'm going to go with 7.
7?
Yeah.
Would you like to answer?
Yeah, and I can name them too. Okay, the Texans, the Astros, the Houston Comets, the Dynamo. Yeah, Dynamo, and what was the 5th one I just said? Hold on.
The Texans?
The
No,
Rockets.
You forgot one.
What you mean?
Houston Dash is the women's soccer team for Houston. This next question's for you.
All right.
What is Houston's tallest building?
Okay, it's Chase.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, the J.P.
Chase.
Morgan Chase Tower is Houston's tallest building.
Okay.
Little Houston ball.
That's a big question.
It's a small question. What is the official bird of Houston?
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know.
I don't know. I pass. Can I pass?
Okay, do you want the chance to answer?
You got it.
Houston bird. We got a lot of them, huh? Would it be I've been seeing them red birds a lot.
No.
What? For real?
Is it like a known bird?
Honestly, probably not.
Okay, yeah. No, okay.
What's the answer?
The yellow-crowned night heron.
The what?
Girl, that
The
nobody.
yellow-crowned night heron.
Chloe, name 3 Houston phone area codes.
713-832-281.
Ooh!
She was quick with it, too.
Yeah.
Hey, I know Mike Jones' number by heart.
Okay. How many people reside in the greater Houston area? A lot of these questions have number answers.
Yeah. You know it's in the millions.
I know it's in the millions.
Just estimate.
I'm going to say 3 million.
Mind
Chloe?
you, we the biggest city.
Do you want to take a guess?
It's around 8 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It's 8 million?
Yeah.
7.8 to 7.9 million.
Yeah, it's around 8 million.
I was way
Yeah.
off. All right, that's 1 point for you.
I guess this question goes for either of y'all. Whoever raises their hand first. What year was Houston founded?
I thought y'all had the seal up there that I can.
Oh, Lord.
You go first,
No,
Gia.
you got it.
I think it's 17. Never mind.
Okay, here, I'll give you a hint.
The
The United States of America is 1776. So, you know it's after 1776.
I didn't pay attention in history class.
Okay. The U.S. Constitution was ratified in 1789. So it has to be after that.
1793.
I'm gonna go with 17.
Okay, it's not in the 1700s.
I'm gonna say.
So it's in the 18th.
Yeah, give me your best 1800 answer.
1854.
1829 or something.
Houston was founded in 1836.
You know what? I was finna say that too. I said it just on my own.
No, you weren't. No, you weren't.
That's okay.
It's okay, bro.
Okay, so the winner of our Houston trivia is, drumroll please, Chloe.
Man, I told y'all I'm so true.
All right, so now we're gonna move into more community youth-based questions. So tell me, what is an issue you see in your community?
One big issue that I see, because I stayed at TSU, was illegal dumping. That was a big thing, honestly. Like, people would dump tires, beds, just everything in the middle of the street. So, that's just kind of crazy to me.
For me, I think that I'm gonna go with violence. I don't know. I just feel like it's just become such like a normalized thing. You just hear on the news every day, oh, someone's been killed, someone's been assaulted, stuff. I just think, yeah, we need to figure something out about that. But yeah.
Have you done anything to address this? Have you, volunteered in a program or started a project or raised awareness?
No, but I have been going to civic clubs recently, and I have learned that the new at-large council member has gotten $3 million from the city budget to help with the illegal dumping. So I think that's a plus. So I didn't do anything directly, no, but something is happening.
For me, and when I was in high school, I volunteered a lot everywhere. I was a part of Jack and Jill. I don't know if you guys know what that is.
Yeah.
And National Charity League.
Mm-hmm.
So I think over my high school, I got over like 200 hours of volunteer work.
Wow.
We just
That's
volunteered
good.
just everywhere, just trying to help out, giving food to the homeless people, donating stuff. It was really fun. I don't know if it necessarily helped with anything, but it's always nice to volunteer.
Yeah, for sure.
I think any volunteering helps people. Wait, Chloe, could you go more in detail about this civic club? Is it like, who does it target? What do they inform people about?
So basically, a civic club is like a neighborhood club. So you know how at school they have parent, teacher, PTA.
Yeah.
So that's all it is basically. Like, you have a student government body. So it's just neighborhoods. Yeah, it's just neighborhoods. So they just talk about the issues. Like, I went to one last night, Fifth Ward Greater Super Neighborhood meeting. Fireworks, gunshots. That was a huge thing, and they were talking about just trying to bring awareness, because you can't pop fireworks in Houston, but people do it anyways.
Yeah.
And it's 4th of July, and they just been popping and popping and popping. And then one dude that that spoke last night, he was talking about how people were shooting rifles in the middle of the street.
Wow.
And they were finding bullet holes in their houses, and just crazy stuff that you would be like, you don't hear it on the news, so you don't know what's going on, but these meetings help bring that into light. So even though it's not on the news, you go to the meeting, you find out, wow, like, this is happening in my neighborhood, like right where I lay my head. So I think that type of stuff is very important. So that's basically all the civic meeting is. They have a president, secretary, and all of that. They bring events to the community as well. So I think it's a pretty good thing. You should check it out for sure.
Why do you think the youth have the lowest voter turnout?
Everybody old. Nah, like real facts though. I think the older generation that's running for office, they don't appeal to the younger crowd And I think that's the problem. Like, yeah, posting on social media is cool and all, but that doesn't always work. Because you show me one thing on social media is not a real place. I need to see it in action, in real life. You know, they just don't appeal to the younger crowd, and it's just not fun. And I know politics as a whole is not supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be serious. But if you want a good voter turnout for the younger crowd, you have to appeal to the younger crowd. Like, you appealing to my granny. That ain't gonna fly, you know, because after a certain time, you know, I'm the one that got to take her up there to get voted.
Right.
So,
I know. Yeah, this topic also came up in the last episode, but the role of social media and like political awareness, especially within the youth. So, do you think that's politics being in social media is helping the younger generation be more aware of at least what's going on?
I think it's helping, but also hurting, because it's a lot of fake news out there. You can't really decipher what's real and what's not. And I think a lot of people, they don't do the research that they need to see what is real and what is not real. So social media could help, but it also can hurt, like TikTok. A lot of fake stuff out there on
That's
TikTok.
a whole nother
A
conversation.
whole nother.
Yeah.
And then you got Instagram, you know, Twitter. You know, it's just so much stuff out there that you can't decipher what's real and what's fake. And I think that's what's really hurting. Because it's not like we have newspapers anymore, which this news is actually being researched on and it's being fact-checked. We don't have that anymore. Well, we have it, but, you know, wait, do you read the newspaper?
No, but I was gonna say that there is still newspapers.
There's still newspapers, but, you know, ain't nobody really reading no newspaper. We don't got no newspaper boy out there on his bicycle. So I think it could hurt, but it's helping, though, for sure.
To the first question, I think that we're just not educated enough. Like, they don't teach that in schools. They don't teach how important it is to vote, and like, because that can make or break something. I also am like agreeing with you, like with all the social media and stuff. I don't know. I feel like it doesn't help at all. There's just too much fake news and stuff going around. It doesn't help anyone. I think people need to do their research on their own, figure out who they support, and vote for that person, or vote for whatever they feel is right. So,
Yeah, as college students, what would you want to see from a politician? Like, I know some come to campuses, but they don't hit every campus. What would you like to see?
It's one politician that really caught my eye. I forgot his name, but he the mayor of PV, of just Preview, Texas. He's a PV student, you know, fresh out of high school. Like, he literally graduated, went down, filed, and now he's the mayor. So
Wow. Wait,
yeah.
how old is he?
How old is it supposed to be when you got like 22, 23, 24?
Wow.
Yeah, he's like very young. So that right there is amazing to me, because it's like you don't see that a lot. I know in Alabama or Mississippi, another dude, he graduated high school. He was 18.
I heard
Filed
about that
to
one.
be a council
I think I heard
member.
about that
yeah,
one. Yeah.
and I was just like, you know, yeah, some places things are changing because the younger generation is opening up their eyes and saying, hey, like, this is wrong. Like, we shouldn't be doing this. So, you know, I like to see stories like that. So, yeah. But that's one thing. Coming to a campus, you know, that's cool and all, but what you gonna do for me when you get in office? Like, you could come and you could give me free food and all that, but what you gonna do for me when you get in office?
Yeah.
That's a big thing for me.
How are you gonna help with the tuition prices,
Yeah.
with housing prices, with meals?
I think I just want them to do the best they can at trying to make their community a better place.
So be have some way to constantly hear feedback and stuff, and act on that feedback. So what do you think makes people, especially young people, feel disconnected from their government?
Oh, that's a good one. Personal experience. It's just everybody speaks in terms that not everybody understands.
Yeah.
So since we didn't learn, like Jen was saying, we didn't learn about politics and, stuff like that in school. They didn't teach us that. We don't know the language they use. I'm not saying dumb it down, but I'm just saying you're trying to work for the regular people. Work for the regular people. Help them understand you. If I don't understand you, how am I supposed to vote for you? Because how do I know if I agree with you? I don't know because I don't understand what you're trying to tell me right now. And I'm not saying like dumb it down like I'm in 5th grade. I'm just saying speak to me like a regular person that you want me to vote for you.
Yeah, I think what would help is making it like digestible to where it's like, okay, maybe the hit points and seeing what's important and how that affects people and what's being done. Because I completely agree. There are a lot of terms where I'm like, what does this mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think the problem for me could probably be, again, like what people are putting out on social media and stuff. Like, I don't know. I just feel like you just hear so much and you're just like, oh, I don't know who to vote for. I don't know who's in the right, who's in the wrong. And then I feel like there's a lot they just don't really tell us either. Like, I don't know. I feel like you just hear so much about stuff going on all over the world and you're like, oh, like what's going on? Like what's happening? But I don't know.
Do you feel like people will sometimes base their opinions off of maybe like influencers or their parents, or like do you feel like they're actually taking the time to research who they like?
I think people are going based off other people. Nobody's thinking with a mind of their own, and I think that's another issue. Everybody need to think with their own brain. Like, you feel me? Like, you don't have the same mindset as the person sitting next to you. And that's facts. You don't have the same mindset. So why would you believe in what they believe in when you don't think like them?
I don't think you should be just going off of what people are posting or what your parents are saying or what anyone is saying. It should just be you.
If a representative was a representative from any part of the government or any level of the government was in front of you, what would you say or what would you want them to know?
Thank you for your service. I mean, I think my representatives where I stay, they're doing an amazing job, probably the best they can do. And I understand, like, if, you can't do everything, you're not Superwoman. And I'll just give them grace. Everything not meant to be perfect.
Yeah, I'd have to agree to that. I definitely would thank them. I feel like things could be way, way, way worse. Like, yeah. I'm a big, like, person of compassion. Like, I always give people the benefit of the doubt. So I would definitely be grateful for that.
Do you have any questions for us?
Ooh. Wait, who represents you now? Because I know she said District K, but who represents you?
So my council member is Carolyn Evans Shabazz from District D because I live at University of Houston.
Okay, so same as
Shout
me.
out 3rd Ward.
Shout out to Trey. Shout out Miss Jones. Shout out Miss Mary. Shout out Miss Karina.
And shout out Miss Kenitria. And that's it.
Okay, well, that concludes the second episode of The Terns. We would like to give a special shout out to Dr. Shannon Walker Library for letting us record here again. Amazing podcast room. And special thanks to our guests from the finance department. And thank you for joining us. Be sure to tune in for our next episode next week.
Yeah, thank y'all for having us.
Thank you
It was fun.
guys.